I've heard moving to Costa Rica is really expensive.
What? Where'd you get that? No. See, that's just a common misconception. Costa Rica is actually really very affordable.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You want me to prove it?
Yes.
Well, let's go shopping. We are Matt and Mary Lamb, and we are Lambs on the Lamb. This is our middle class midlife makeover in Costa Rica. Come along with us. Okay, so today we are in San Ramon, Costa Rica, and I'll show you kind of where that is in the country right there. And yeah, we're gonna try and figure out expensive or affordable.
All right, so I'm going shopping for butter. Everybody needs butter, right? I'm not a margarine gal myself. I'm a butter gal, salted, 4 sticks, regular thing. And I'm going to my Central Texas grocery store that we all know and love. So I go to my grocery store, I buy my pound of butter, and I'm buying it for about $3.96 per pound, okay? So that's 25 cents per ounce. What do you got?
Really? We started with butter. All right, so Costa Rica is a beautiful country. Did I mention that? It's really great climate,
Really great.
all
It's
the
lovely.
yeah. Cattle, not so much. Coming from Central Texas as we do, lots of cattle, lots of flat land, lots and lots of cattle. Costa Rica, lots of mountains and hills. Cattle and hills don't go well together. So butter is a dairy product. Dairy requires cows. Butter here is $11 for those same 4 sticks that you're buying for less than $4. $11 here in Costa Rica.
Wow, that's
Like
a
68
lot.
cents an ounce.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's almost 3 times the price.
Yeah, okay, so I win.
Yeah, it's clearly.
Right, okay, so let's talk about other dairy product. Well, I guess it's not technically a dairy product, but we always lump it in, eggs, all right? Because again, eggs in the United States right now are off the chain. I talked to my sister on the phone, we talk about eggs, and she's talking about how expensive they are there. And so she's telling me that for 12 eggs, she's paying well over $6 a dozen, sometimes $7. It comes out to about 55 cents per egg in the United States right now. What?
Yeah, that's
Tell
crazy.
me they're cheaper here.
That's crazy, yeah. Fortunately, chickens don't care about hills like cattle do, and there's lots of chickens here. So we have lots of eggs here, which means the price is very, very affordable. That same dozen eggs you're paying close to $7 a dozen for here in Costa Rica, $2.64. Yep, been eating lots of eggs since we got here. That's 22 cents an egg.
Wow, that is less than half the price.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
I could mail some eggs to my sister? Would that work?
Yeah, the carrier that gets a dozen eggs to your sister in the States without breaking one
Right.
wins the gold star for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, all right. So let's talk a little produce. All right. So making dinner. I need some tomatoes. Again, going to my Central Texas grocery store. I'm getting tomatoes. I'm paying $1.66 a pound. So that seems like a reasonable price to me.
It is. They're coming in season, or I don't know. Anyway, but here in Costa Rica, one of the advantages is very tropical climate, easy to grow things like tomatoes. We also shop not just at this global grocery chain store that has a store here in San Ramon. We shop at the local farmers market here in Costa Rica. It's called La Feria. It's a farmers market. We go Friday mornings, and last Friday we were paying $1.09 a pound for tomatoes. So
Okay.
like 33% less than what you're paying.
Yeah. So definitely a savings there. Not as much as butter, for example, but definitely a savings for sure. Okay, so here's something that a lot of people struggle with when they go to any foreign country, not just Costa Rica, but the water. We all should be drinking lots of water, and when you're traveling around, you really should be drinking more water. And so while the water in Costa Rica is actually very good, still people are gonna want their bottled water from time to time. So we're gonna look at prices for bottled water. If I'm buying bottled water in Texas, again, Central Texas grocery chain, I'm paying $3.12 for a 24 pack. That comes out to 13 cents per bottle, so that seems very fair to me.
Yes, that is a reasonable price. Okay. The water that I priced was again through this global grocery chain. and the water was bottled in the United States and shipped here to Costa Rica. So, you know, that's going to drive the price up a little bit. So, yeah, you're paying $3.12 for that case of water, that 24 pack. I'm paying $7.40 for that same case of water. It's literally the same case of water that comes from the States, which is probably why it's so expensive. That's like 31 cents a bottle.
Right. Wow. That's expensive. That's expensive.
All right, honey, I want to talk about honey.
Okay,
So-
honey.
Okay, honey, let's make it so. So, honey it's really good for you, right? We know that particularly in an area where you're living, if you can get local honey, it's going to help your immune system, help you to just feel better overall with local honey. So we found local honey at La Feria, the farmer's market here in San Ramon, and we bought basically a 16-ounce bottle is what it would be in the States. Everything's metric here, so we've done the math. I can show you if you want. The honey for a 16-ounce bottle is $4.79, or about 30 cents an ounce.
Okay.
How about you
Okay.
at your Central Texas grocery store?
Yeah, local honey there. And I confess, I don't know if the honey we looked at was local honey or if it was just, a national brand.
It was their store brand.
Okay, store brand. Okay, so store brand for this Central Texas grocery store was $7.98. So not quite twice the price, but pretty close. That was 47 cents an ounce
Yeah.
for that.
That was at 30 cents an ounce. Yeah.
We must have very bougie bees in the U.S.
Bougie bees, bougie chickens,
Right.
bougie cattle. No, the bougie cattle's here. There's not any cattle.
There's
Yeah.
no cattle here.
Right.
So we can't say we don't have bougie cattle because we don't have any cattle.
Right.
All right.
And we all like our things. When you come to a foreign country, at least for us, we really wanted to just immerse ourselves in the culture and the people and the
Local
products,
cuisine.
local cuisine, local brands, things of that nature. Some folks want what they want. They have their things that they need. Their,
Comfort foods.
comfort foods, comfort items. One of those things is detergent. Some people are very particular about the type of detergent they want to wash their clothes in. A very popular brand, obviously, is Tide. We have Tide in Costa Rica, and it's actually the Procter & Gamble product, Tide. It's the Tide you see at your Central Texas grocery store. Here in Costa Rica, however, again, kind of like the water, it's a liquid being imported from the States, and that adds a little bit to the price. Why don't you tell them what you pay for it first, and then
Okay. So I would pay for an 84-ounce jug of the orange jug. Would be $12.97. I don't know what the how many loads that is, but it's 84 ounces, which comes to 15 cents an ounce. So
Yeah, so if you really love Tide, bring your credit card. It's $32 a bottle here. $32.40 for that exact same, right? Exact same 84-ounce bottle of Tide, which is like 39 cents an ounce. It is very expensive.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, and speaking of comfort items and comfort food, a comfort food item that some people like. I used to like it as a kid. Tuna sandwiches. People, but please don't ever make me a tuna casserole. I cannot with a tuna casserole, folks. But anyway, so
I don't think we have any worries about somebody shipping us a tuna casserole as a result of this video.
No, probably not.
No.
All right, so
Sorry.
if I'm buying tuna to make my tuna casserole back in the States, then it's 97 cents a can. Like that's less than $1 for one of those little 5-ounce cans. So that's 19 cents an ounce.
Yeah,
you can eat tuna all the live long day.
Yeah, I can see it at the shelf right there in Austin, where we're from.
Yep.
Is that little canned tuna in water. So, yeah. Good thing you don't like tuna, and we're in Costa Rica, because that same little 97-cent can is $4.65 here.
Holy buckets.
$4.65, 93 cents an ounce.
Wow, for 1 ounce, I get a whole can.
Right.
Wow.
Right. I didn't think of
That's
that. That's a
amazing.
great way to put that. So,
Yeah.
good thing you don't like tuna.
I mean, I like it okay, but wow, not for that price.
Right. No, clearly. Okay, so enough for the name brand stuff. What about, I don't know, a fruit? Pineapple. Is pineapple a fruit?
Pineapple's a fruit.
It's one of those weird things
I
where
think
like a
it is.
tomato's a fruit, but a dumpling is a vegetable, and I
Right.
don't know what all that is. Anyway,
It's a fruit.
it's a pineapple.
It's a pineapple.
Let's just go with that.
Okay.
So I kind of picked that one. I'm kind of cheating, right? Tropical country, pineapples have got to be more affordable here. This pineapple price that I'm giving you today was at the major chain. It wasn't at the farmer's market, so it probably is a little bit more expensive than had I shopped for it at the farmer's market. A pineapple here costs $1.30. They sell them by the each. They don't sell them by weight or anything here. So $1.30 buys you a nice, fresh, tropical pineapple here in Costa Rica.
Yeah, I gotta say, Central Texas, you're paying like $4. I think it was $3.98 was the price for that same individual unit. $4, so easily 3 times the price.
Yeah, and that pineapple had to be in a truck and on a
Right.
boat and on a
Right,
plane.
because it was
and
not grown in Texas. In fact, it might have come from Costa Rica.
Probably. So pineapples win there. So speaking of winning,
We're at a tie.
we have a tie.
We have a tie. I've had 4 less expensive things, and you've had 4 less expensive things here in Costa Rica. What are we going to break the tie with?
Something really common that everybody likes and enjoys. Beer. Beer is going to be the tiebreaker, baby. All right, let's see how this goes. I don't know. All right, so immersing ourselves in Costa Rican culture, I really wanted to get away from the American standard beer names that are very, very popular. Insert beer name here, you know. I've tried a brand called Imperial here in Costa Rica. It's very good. They make an Ultra, which is very, very similar in calorie count, alcohol content, etc., to Michelob Ultra. So that's the cost comparison we're gonna do here. 12 cans, priced individually. They're about $1.34 each. That means your 12 pack that you would grab in the States would be $16.16 if it were here in Costa Rica.
Yeah, because the one you're buying in the States, if you're buying Michelob Ultra in the States, in our Central Texas grocery store, you're paying $17.98. So that's just under $18 for that same 12 pack, which comes out to $1.50 per can, which isn't a lot more than your
16 cents a can.
Yeah, than your $1.34.
Yes, so those are really very, very
so
close.
So you win, but just barely.
Yeah, so I think the interesting thing here is the answer to our initial question is Costa Rica affordable or expensive? The answer is on that side of the camera. You determine if Costa Rica is going to be expensive or affordable. If you're a bottled water, Tide washing, tuna loving, butter having person, you're going to shell out some bucks.
But if you're more of a vegetarian and you focus on your farmer's market and things you can get there, eggs, pineapples, tomatoes, then you're going to be fine. So it really kind of depends on you and your lifestyle.
And the really, really good news is that beer's pretty much the same price. So bring it on.
And do remember to like, subscribe, and share.
Please. And in the comments, hey, give us a shout out. Let us know what else you want to know about Costa Rica. This is our middle class midlife makeover in Costa Rica. We moved here last month. So let us help you out. Ask questions. We'd love to get you some answers. And yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.